think I need to cut her loose. Girl, Wade Walker, aka Crybaby, was nothing more than a second-rate pimp. Did he really love Allison? In this series of Laughing and Learning, as you know, I just make shit up and then prove it. So I'm going to do a deep dive on Wade Walker and why I personally think that he was grooming Allison to be pimped. Here we go. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the movie Crybaby, it is a movie from 1990 that Johnny Depp played, directed by John Waters. And it's about a group of teenage delinquents in the 1950s in Baltimore, Maryland, where Wade Walker, the main character, Crybaby, is considered rebellious and charismatic, more so a greaser, while Allison Vernon Williams, the love interest, was pretty much a privileged white girl who lived in suburbia, very rich. And because of this film pretty much explored themes of rebellion, love, and social class. Before I get to my point as to why I feel Wade Walker did in fact groom Allison so that he could pimp her out later, who else to tell you what grooming is but a pimp?
By definition, pimping. What is pimp? What is a pimp?
Well, you know, a pimp is a person that say, put it in my pocket. You know, a pimp believe that, you know, before he lay down with a woman, you know what I'm saying, she got to be first, ass last. If a pimp gonna take a chance, he want his cash in advance. If a bitch can't give a pimp no assistance, that bitch got to keep her distance.
Thank you, pimp, and I really appreciate it. He stated, if a bitch can't give no pimp any assistance, she needs to keep her distance. How can Allison give Crybaby assistance? One, she is an orphan being raised by her grandmother, which means her grandmother dies, Wade marries into that family. By default, he has her wealth. So, you would probably say, no, that doesn't make him a pimp. That makes him an opportunist. Let me give you an example of changing a woman to be more promiscuous so that they can be pimped out later. The first exhibit is when the Crybaby girls gave her a makeover.
These are the Crybaby girls.
First thing a Crybaby girl learns, our bazooms are our weapons.
The second exhibit would be the fact that he has complete control and persuasion over her. After the gang fight, he literally told her to get on the motorcycle, which showed that he possessed the power of persuasion and control, and she was preemptive enough to follow. Okay, you're gonna do whatever I tell you to do. So therefore, if I tell you to go sell your cat, you're gonna be selling the cat. Here's an example of what I'm talking about.
Get on!
The third and final piece of evidence that I have that Wade Walker is in fact grooming Allison to be pimped out later is the jailbreak scene. She literally went from singing at a doo-wop high school number to turning into literally Taylor Swift Bad Blood, breaking the man out of jail. Which means now I'm a ride or die bitch, right? Oh, you don't know what a ride or die bitch is? Let me give you an example of that.
Like none of us think, oh yes, I just want to get into this horrible, toxic ride or die relationship and abandon myself over and over again. Like no woman wants to go into any relationship like that. But for me, it was, who do I need to be to keep you? Because I'm afraid that you're going to leave.
Need I say more? Firstly, he literally has a clique of floozy women called the Crybaby Girls who gave her a makeover. Secondly, he has power and persuasion over her where she moved the minute he told her to get on the motorcycle. And the third is the fact that she broke him out of jail, although he's in the wrong. Although I know that it does not explicitly depict grooming or predatory scenes in the movie, we got to understand the pimp logic. Him trying to make it seem as though she's the damsel in distress. He said, I'm going to take the bid for Allison. She didn't do shit but break him out. That is like mental manipulation 101 under narcissism or love bombing or something, where that person will then feel, oh, I owe them. And she went right out there and bailed this nigga out of jail. Okay. That is all I have for this segment of Laughin and Learning. And until next time, stay away from pimps.
Please just leave me alone.
Holly, I love you.
Girl, you don't know this hoe.
Where are my scamming ass niggas at?
Fuck these bitches, I'm sicker. They in it for the money, they richer. I sliver, they shiver, they quiver to my boom bap. Majority of these rap